What's going on, everybody? My name is Jamie Theodosi, and today we have an interview for you. I had the pleasure of being joined by PFL featherweight Bubba Jenkins, who this week takes on Karl Bochniak at PFL 2. We spoke about his coming fight this week, and we also spoke about what it's like to fight for PFL. Enjoy. So yeah, like we've just said, Bubba, with it being fight week, what are your feelings this week?
Feeling good, man. Weight's low. Hired a new nutritionist. Shout out to Split T Boxing and the team that we got over there. Weight's been amazing. Health been feeling good. All the herbs and aminos and things that I need. I'm feeling great. I'm excited about the fight coming up.
So obviously, in your career, you fought for the who's who promotions, Bellator, Brave CF, two top promotions that you fought for. What's it like fighting for PFL, who are a relatively new promotion?
I love it, man. Ray Sefo and the team here at PFL are just amazing. I like the tournament style. I like the fact that you can't talk your way into, different matchups or different things like this. I like that every fight counts and the points that you got to add up, things like that. I like the tournament bracket. Me coming from a wrestling background, you beat this guy, you beat that guy, you see who's on the other side, and you move towards the championship. So I just think it's one of the best setups for professional sports and professional MMA. So I'm appreciative, and they fight on ESPN, get a lot of clout from it, and it's awesome. I love fighting for PFL.
Yeah, not only is it on ESPN, it's over on Channel 4 here in the UK as well. So that's a big deal as well, because it's free to air TV, so it's easy accessible over here too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just taking it back to last season, obviously you reached the semi-final of the featherweight tournament after an unbeaten season. Has the experience of last season helped you prepare for this season?
How has it, or did it?
How has it?
How has it? Just trying to go over the mistakes that we made. I had a lot of things going on last year, and fighting for my children, fighting for my regular everyday life outside the cage. So, a lot of things, even though it was $1 million in a world title, there were a lot more pressing things for me at the time. And, my focus wasn't as good. But this year we're a lot more organized. We're a lot more contained to the focus of the fight, and I'm excited about putting on a great performance and showing the corrections that we made.
Yeah, and then obviously your opponent on Thursday took a change, didn't it? First of all, you were supposed to be fighting Sung Bin Jo, and now it's Karl Bochniak. Did that kind of affect your preparation at all?
I would say, of course, we had our scopes. We had the gun aimed at, I guess, a 5'10", 5'11" striker who's, a little bit different from, coming from a different culture and a different place in the world. And so therefore having a different style about mixed martial arts in general, and then getting to Karl Bochniak, who, has great fights in the UFC, and, he's just a different kind of brawler and a different kind of fighter. So yeah, definitely. It didn't disrupt anything, but it just changed the perspective. For 5.5 weeks, we were aimed at one person, and then things changed. And then even after Sung Bin Jo fell out, we had another person that we had actually trained for and prepared for. Excuse my yawning.
That's fine.
But we had another person we was training for, and then that fight fell through. So it was kind of a little bit frustrating, but nonetheless, we were already with the mask on. We already had the hoodie on. We already was in the field. We already had our scope set on shooting something. So, we in the field hunting, we going to get a kill, and we going to bring back food regardless.
Perfect. I mean, you've mentioned there, Bochniak's style is a bit different to Sung Bin Jo's. He's quite well known for his fight with Zabit Magomedsharipov over in the UFC. And he kind of is a type of fighter who likes to walk forward and put on relentless pressure. What's your opinion on his fight style?
I think it will be susceptible to my style. I'm a very good wrestler, takedown artist, so his ability to walk forward and just kind of want to bang, it looks like I think will set him up for many takedowns, not just some takedowns, but many takedowns. And I think once we get on the ground, he's going to be a fish out of water. But not only that, my striking ability has improved so much that if he continues to walk forward like that, he might get put to sleep, only because I don't think a lot of people really understand how hard I hit. I think in the fights you guys see that when I hit people, it changes everything. They stop wanting to be this aggressive person, or and I think even if I hit him a couple times, he's a durable, come forward guy. So he might be uh, mentally challenged enough to just want to get hit by me, and I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, somebody else that's fighting on the same card on Thursday is Lance Palmer. Obviously, you've got a bit of a history with him stemming back to your college days with NCAA wrestling. Obviously, last season also you got the better of him. It was his first loss under the PFL banner. What's your opinion on the possibility of possibly coming up against him again?
I love that fight. I've beaten him since we were children, so there's nothing about seeing Palmer that that makes me any. I don't think about it because it's not something that's on my radar. Now, the guy he's fighting, however, that's someone I took a loss to. That's someone who's put a scar on my face. So I'm really focused on making the improvements and becoming a better fighter this year because of my lack of focus and the things that I went through with him. So yeah, I'm definitely truly focused on getting to the top of the mountain this year.
Perfect. Obviously, PFL kind of builds up their roster each year, and there's stacked fighters coming in each year. Are there any kind of fighters that you like to watch yourself?
I don't know any of the guys, other than some of the people that are in my area, and then the American guys. If they haven't made a big splash in the UFC or Bellator or something like that, I really wouldn't know them. So, your guess is as good as mine when it comes to who's on the rest of the roster. I guess we'll find out on Thursday who's the cream of the crop and who's tough. But even in all these things, though, I still look at me. I don't really look at my other opponents. It's me versus me, and I know that when I show up as the best man that I can be, I can't be beat.
So I'm guessing you don't have any opinions on Brendan Loughnane then? He's from my neck of the woods in the UK. So
I mean, I'm excited for his fight. He's got a good fight. He's got a knockout guy who's coming in trying to prove his worth in the sport. So I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see all the fights. But do I care to be looking at these opponents like, oh, this guy's that or this guy? No. When I'm on my P's and Q's, I don't care who you are. I don't feel like you can beat me. So that's at any organization. That's the confidence that I walk in with, and that's something that I'm going to try to show this year.
Perfect. And then just to finish off, can we get a bit of a prediction from yourself? What can fans expect on Thursday night?
I'm gonna get my hand raised one way or the other. I would like a knockout. I would like a head kick to finish. Definitely that left hand is gonna be blitzing on him all night. But for the most part, I'm just gonna get my hand raised. It's my mom's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate in fashion.
Happy birthday to your mom for Thursday, then.
And my son's birthday is today.
Happy birthday to your son too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. So I'm trying to put up family, and we're gonna celebrate.
Perfect. Well, hopefully you can get that win on Thursday and celebrate in style.